Hey everyone, this is kind of an impromptu video. I was just reading your writing journals and all your participation for the week, and I wanted to take a minute to just show you what classroom teachers can be doing to help support our students with that reading-writing connection. What I wanted to show you is a project that my daughter, who is a second grader, and I are doing right now at home for fun. But her report card came home about a week ago. She's a really great student. She does suffer from dyslexia and she has a vision processing disorder. So sometimes one of the things that she struggles with is short-term memory retention, just with her processing. And so I found that when she's learning new material, if she doesn't make personal connections as she reads, it doesn't stay in her memory long enough to answer questions after the reading activity is over. And so we found that when she reads nonfiction at school, she was really struggling with understanding the text features and retaining the information she was reading, for her tests and things. So I thought, well, we really need to get her reading more nonfiction at home. And, we tend to lean toward fiction here if she has a choice of what to read. But one of the things that she's interested in is Fiona the Hippo. So some of you, probably most of you don't know, but at the Cincinnati Zoo 3 months ago, there was a baby hippo born whose name is Fiona. My daughter's name is Fiona. So she heard about this on the news and she's been fascinated with this baby hippo. I'm going to show you a picture. Yesterday, Fiona the hippo was 3 months old and she is super adorable. Here's a little video of her. And we watch her video every day. They keep a blog on the Cincinnati Zoo's website, and they update on what they're feeding her, what her daily weight is, what her activity is. And it's been a really great experience for my daughter, Fiona, to read the blog every day and learn about baby hippos. So I thought, well, let's put these two things together. She's interested in hippos, and she's also interested, we need to get her reading more nonfiction and understanding the text features. So I'll just show you a quick picture. That's my daughter. And they sold shirts called Team Fiona shirts, and the money went to the zookeepers. So we got her one of those shirts for Easter. And then this actually kind of conspired around Easter. So I decided that I talked to her about this and decided we were going to learn more about the baby hippo Fiona and also hippos. And she is in the process right now of writing a book called Fiona the Hippo, and it's a nonfiction book, and we're going to have it published through just Snapfish or Shutterfly when she's finished, and we're going to send a copy to the zoo. But so here's some things that I'm doing. I wanted to show you how you can connect reading and writing to strengthen both. So the first thing I did, here's the baby hippo we bought her for her Easter basket. It's not really Fiona, it's just a baby stuffed hippo. But one of the things that I did is I bought her a bunch of nonfiction books for Easter. So this was a book put out by Learner Publisher, and it's Meet a Baby Hippo. And like I said, we needed to get her reading more nonfiction. So when I was searching for books, I wanted to make sure that they had text features. So this book is really cool. It has a table of contents. It also has a glossary. It has an index. And if you look, it has captions. And so I wanted her to see some of the traditional text features. So she's been reading this. I also got her this book. It's called Hippos Are Huge. And it looks like fiction, right? But it's one of those informational picture books that are really nonfiction. And so I wanted her to see that some nonfiction books do not have the traditional text features. Now this book has kind of a written part with facts, but it also, uses a lot of the text features we'll see in fiction. We see the print is big. And then down on the side, it always has a little fun fact. And we're actually learning more facts in this book almost than we're learning in the other book. And so we're learning all about hippos by reading these two books. Then each night after we read out of one of these books, we go onto the blog at the Cincinnati Zoo and we read how that compares to hippo. So this book is neat because it talks about the weight a hippo is when it's born, what it eats, what it does with its mom, and then we compare that to Fiona the hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo because she has been in isolation from her mom because she was so tiny. A baby hippo, gosh, I don't know that I can remember all the information. But when they're born, they weigh about 100 pounds. when Fiona the hippo was born at the Cincinnati Zoo, I think she weighed like, I think it was less than 29. So we've been tracking her weight and her size, and we've been doing comparison. So what I did after we studied the text features is we started brainstorming her writing activity. So this is the brainstorm sheet. We typed some of it, and now she's going to be handwriting the rest. But her topic, her book she's writing, is a nonfiction book called Fiona the Hippo. And we started out with questions she wanted to read for. And that's a really important way to get kids, not only with their writing, but their reading nonfiction, is to know what you're looking for. Kind of that KWL chart, but without the chart. And as she answers these questions, as she reads the question and finds an answer, she's going to record it. We know a lot of these answers, we just haven't quite written them down yet. Other interesting facts she learns for her book she's putting here. Then we have kind of a graphic organizer where she's brainstorming what hippos have, what they can do, what it says it is, what it eats, and how it lives. And then she's building a timeline. Her timeline is either going to be of Fiona the hippo's growth or of her daily schedule. She hasn't made that final decision yet. This is another organizer we're going to use when we get closer to writing the book in paragraph or page form. And last but not least is I want to have her drawing a diagram of a baby hippo and labeling it, because I want her to get familiar with the different text features in nonfiction. And she decided that she'd also wants to include all of these. So I gave her a list of ideas, and she checked all of them. So her book is going to have a table of contents. It's going to have a glossary and index. She wants a graph of Fiona's weight versus the weight of a normal hippo. She's going to put in a map of the Cincinnati Zoo. She's going to put in photos from the blog. She might even put in some illustrations, but she is sticking primarily with photos of Fiona the hippo. She's going to use bold print and subtitles in her book, and she, again, wants to have that timeline of either Fiona's daily schedule at the zoo or Fiona's growth over, right now, she was 3 months old yesterday, Fiona the hippo was, and so she's going to chart her growth possibly. So I just wanted to take a minute. I was working with some of your things this morning, and her things are kind of sitting here with me. This is a way that we can get, number one, get kids excited about writing. She's so excited about writing, and to be honest, she's not a big writer. She can write, but it's just not her favorite thing to do out of all the curriculum subjects. Also, getting her reading nonfiction and getting to see a variety of kinds of nonfiction books, and then making it personal. So we're taking that reading-writing connection and we're moving it back and forth, and that is going to build her stronger in the writing area and stronger in the nonfiction reading area. So just wanted to go live and show you what we're doing, and this is what teachers can be doing in the classroom. So this isn't just something parents can do at home. Most parents probably don't do this at home. This is kind of my passion, so I do things like this with my kiddos. But this is what good teachers are doing in the classroom to make those connections. Have a great day, and I hope this was interesting to you.